What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Jason of All Glitical. I am just a man trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. There are times that I think to myself, damn, I'm a smooth operator, right? I like to think that I'm a well-adjusted individual, that I think about things logically. And I'm basically Superman when it comes down to doing the right fucking thing, right? And the funny thing is, everyone thinks Superman is the Boy Scout when realistically it's actually Batman, right? Superman's done killed a whole fucking planet off type shit when he has a bad day. Batman, on the other hand, he has a code, right? I forgot what it was when Superman told the Joker, "Don't ever come back to Metropolis." The difference between Batman and me is Batman has a code. I just generally don't feel like killing people. But he told him, if I ever see you in Metropolis again, I'm gonna kill you. This was Boy in Blue Superman saying this shit. Again, sometimes I see some shit out there and I just say to myself, God damn, I don't agree with it 100%, maybe 97%, rising at 98, but I understand. A man was arrested and charged with killing his ex-wife, whom he left in charge of his empire while incarcerated. She allegedly took his money, invested it, became even richer, divorced him, left him broke, and refused his demands to return his wealth. As I said, I may not agree with it 100%, but I understand. Let's continue.
Just got you 2 months ago. Stop throwing in my face before I kill you.
When Armand
Just got you 2 months ago. Stop throwing in my face before I kill you.
when Armand
Damn, I thought that this was over a long period of time. She did this shit in 2 months. She divorced this motherfucker in 2 months. He went to jail, got out of jail. She divorced him and flipped his money in 2 motherfucking months. Oh man. I'm sorry. The salt levels is rising. My blackness is coming out. I apologize. But for the race baiters out there, there's plenty of stories of good old Chad out there. Good old Bucky. You know what I'm saying? Good old Tom. Good old Jason. That's both sexes. But anyway, fucking crashing the fuck out on their ex, doing them filthy like that. And for much less. For much fucking less. Anyway, let's keep going.
got sent to prison, he made a decision that would ultimately seal both their fates. He trusted Tiffany with everything: properties, businesses, investments. His entire financial portfolio went into her name while he served his time behind bars. And what did Tiffany do with that trust? She took every single dollar and built herself a whole new life. The social media posts started flowing like water. Designer bags worth more than most people's cars, luxury vehicles, exotic vacations, business after business opening up under her name. Tiffany wasn't just spending his money. She was bragging about it online like she was some self-made success story.
Many such fucking cases. Again, I am an average fucking dude. I think I am like 70% 10 toes down in reality. You know what I'm saying? Only got 300 subscribers on both my channels. I'm an average dude. I'm a humble dude, right? It's always funny because we know that overwhelmingly, besides Oprah Winfrey, what story of what fucking woman has a multi-million dollar or is millionaires based on their own merit, and not because they divorced some rich dude and took his money or manipulated somebody? And we're not gonna count the fucking OnlyFans girls, because let's be real, the women who are rich through OnlyFans got it through men. What women on their own two fucking feet, on their merits, are millionaires besides probably Oprah Winfrey? Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. He was only gone for 2 months and she took all his money, divorced him, got with another man. Crazy.
Like she was some self-made success story. But here's the kicker. She didn't just take his money and disappear quietly. She blocked him on social media, divorced him while he was still locked up, and got herself a whole new man, all while continuing to profit off the empire he had built. He told her to give him back what was his and move on with her life. But Tiffany had gotten too comfortable with the lifestyle his money provided. She wasn't giving up anything. Meanwhile, Armand was getting more desperate and more dangerous. He had been released from prison with nothing. No money, no property, no business to return to. The woman who was supposed to hold everything down for him had left him completely broken. And every day, he had to watch her celebrate the life she had built by destroying his. The threats started coming through third parties.
So let's be real here. It wasn't like he was just fucking super crazy. My man said, give me back the money that you took and go about your life. He wasn't fucking with her. He wasn't bothering her or anything like this. This was not. This was one of those cases where it's not about what is it? What was that shit Joker said in that movie where he's like, it's not about. He said something, but he said it's about sending a message. What? It's a fucking. It's actually a popular fucking quote. It's not about the what you call it. It's about the message type shit. The thing is, right? Like there's a part of me that like I'm just spitballing here. There's a part of me that believes that like if she wasn't doing all this extra shit, he would have left it alone. But he saw her doing all of this extra shit, and he was like, "Yo, where's the fuck is my money? Where the fuck is my?" Which again is insane. She must have been spending an insane amount of fucking money. I don't think it's like in the millions, but multiple fucking businesses. You gotta have some money to be doing that shit. Come on now.
People who knew both Armand and Tiffany were trying to warn her that she was pushing a dangerous man to his absolute limit. But Tiffany wasn't backing down. If anything, she seemed to be enjoying the power she held over him. She had everything. He had nothing. And she was making sure he knew it every single day.
The quote is, "It's not about the money. It's about the message." But I've used it differently to suit my needs for other things that other people have done it before, where it's like, it's not about it's not about doing the like I feel like people use this fucking quote differently to suit their needs. Like it's not about something, it's about sending a fucking message. And I think that's exactly what just happened. This girl took everything from him and was relishing in the fact that she fucked this man over. But she was playing a fucking dangerous game because she thought she had it like that. She was better than everybody else, including the man that she got this fucking money off of. It's insane. Insane.
Had nothing, and she was making sure he knew it every single day. Audio recordings surfaced of Armand completely losing his mind, and these messages revealed just how far over the edge this situation had pushed him.
I snap on him because I look at you different. Why the f did you worry about my baby mom? I don't give a yo. If you ever was to talk to nigga, she'd tell you that.
I would never talk to that bitch. That bitch ain't on my level. She ain't the fuck nothing to me, and she never been in my circle. She never been around me. I didn't know that bitch.
And you've been bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up. So now I'm gonna give you what you want. To touch you again. I'm never physically gonna hurt you. You married this. I'm blowing this head off on everything I love. I'm going back to prison.
See, now right there, it's kind of bum shit right there in my eyes. Let me tell you what. But then again, the dude is hurt. The dude is hurt because she's playing in his face. So he's saying that he's gonna kill the man that she's with if she gets married, to hurt him. And because in his eyes, that's the way that he can get back at her. And at this point, he doesn't care about going to prison because he already in his head, she put this motherfucker on the path of the worst timeline that he shouldn't even be on. She did him filthy. And again, you hear how she's talking. She's not even in my league. She's talking about his baby mother. Right? Understand, you were married to this dude. You do him filthy, and you talking shit about his baby mother. And apparently, I'm thinking he's saying that my baby mother doesn't even fuck with you or bother you. Why do you know what the fuck? It's stupid. It's dumb. It's fucking stupid. But you have people that's really out here playing these type of fucking games.
Prison didn't scare him anymore because she had already taken everything that mattered. But Tiffany kept pushing. More posts, more celebrations, more flaunting of the wealth she had stolen. She was playing Russian roulette with a loaded gun, and everyone around her could see it except her. October 7th, 2023. A regular Thursday afternoon in Philadelphia. Tiffany decides to take her son to get his haircut at a barbershop on the 2500 block of West Lehigh
Sounds like Philadelphia
Avenue. Just another routine day in what she thought was her perfectly constructed new life. What Tiffany didn't know was that Armand had been tracking her movements. He knew her routines, knew where she would be, knew when she would be vulnerable. And on this day, he had made his decision. Around 1:45 p.m., witnesses inside the barbershop noticed a man walk through the front door. The atmosphere immediately changed. You could feel the tension in the air as Armand Hilton stepped into the shop, his eyes scanning the room until they landed on Tiffany. She was sitting there with her son, just waiting for a haircut. A normal moment in what she thought was a normal day. But the moment she saw Armand, she knew her past had finally caught up with her. Witnesses later described seeing Tiffany try to shield her son as Armand approached. She knew what was coming. Armand pulled out a gun in front of a barbershop.
He didn't care. He was done. It wasn't about the money at that point. It was about sending a message to all of these raggedy ass fucking girls out here. This will be a tale to tell women like this. Remember Tiffany? Don't end up like Tiffany. Don't end up like Tiffany. You'll end up just like, again, it wasn't that she didn't know. She was getting off on the fucking, she was getting off on the suffering of this man. A lot of women do. A lot of women get off on that shit. Again, I had a woman sit there and tell me straight to my face, if we can't be together, she would be a thorn in my side just so that she would have a special place in my life. Crazy shit. And you would think like, who the fuck thinks like that? In this case, the fact of the matter that they were married and she broke up with him, divorced him, took his money, flipped it, got a new man in 2 months is insane. This girl didn't have to do a goddamn thing, but think about it like this. She knew the type of shit that he was on. Let's say this was a well-adjusted individual, then it wasn't about the money. He was just sending a message. But let's say she was fucking with one of them street dudes who probably was trying to go on the straight and narrow, right? You don't gotta live this life to understand this, right? If she was fucking with one of them dudes who was trying to make his money legit and all of this shit, she still had an out. She didn't have to do this shit. She chose to do this. And you gotta sit there and you gotta say, damn, I understand. But the funniest thing is, we go in the comments, and I actually have this as a post, right? Where is it at? He is broke and bitter because why would you leave your wealth in the hands of your wife? Get ratioed, you fucking idiot. 188 fucking comments and 65 likes. No matter the situation, she didn't deserve what she got. This is technically a ratio. Let's be real here. The whole video is a lie. Okay, let's see. When I get done with y'all not gonna have a penny to wipe your ass with. Keep playing with my mom. Nobody ever gave her a dime. Everything she worked for, she had to work for alone. She was an RN for 20 years and later got her BSN. Her home care was built by herself. The fuck out of here. You really be... Hold on. So you mean to tell me you don't think that the money that this man had, she didn't flip it? You think that this was all her hard-earned fucking money? Again, these are terrible fucking... I was gonna end the video saying that it's unfortunate that a child lost his mother, but probably, and this is fucked up, probably, it was for the fucking best because she was probably going to raise a monster, right? Or whatever the fuck it is. You really out here thinking a woman who's an RN is just opening up multiple businesses? They have the mindset for that? Let me tell you what most women in the medical field do. Most women in the medical field is cheating. They make bad decisions. Let's be real here. You think I'm joking? Go on TikTok right now and look up Work Gone Wild, right? 60 to 70% of the women who are showing off their body in Work Gone Wild are all in the medical field. There's a reason they say if you got a girl working in the medical field, don't be surprised if she ends up cheating on you. It's not to say all of them, but do not be surprised if a girl you're working with in the medical field is cheating on you. Now, why am I bringing up cheating on you? Now, I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. If a woman's really out here serious about her money, is really, really oriented the way that they are, they don't got time to cheat. They wouldn't even be that wouldn't even be crossing their mind. They would be so anyway. I'm just gonna sit here and tell you like this: a woman working in a woman as an RN is not going around flaunting fucking fashion designer bags that cost more than fucking cars. I'm sorry, they're not vacationing. They don't got the fucking time for that. Anyway, literally a video documentation of her walking in the bank, getting checks and buying her own properties. Home. The money, his money was put in her name. You're not disproving it. You're just a fucking idiot. You and your mama was an idiot. Let's continue, please. Let's continue. That crazy. To disprove it. Crazy. That's crazy, dog. That's fucking crazy. I'm gonna disprove it. I'm gonna disprove it by saying she is an RN for 20 years. How many women work in the medical field their entire lives and they're, man, stop it. Stop it. No matter the situation, she didn't deserve what she got. Now, technically, this is a ratio. 761 to 101. Like, it's a ratio. But again, what you're having is all of the simps and the women sit there, the petty fucking women sit there, low IQ women, low quality women, trying to defend it because, oh no, a woman got hurt and it's fucking terrible. Listen, I understand. What's your thought on the movie, Acrimony? Aquaman? I didn't finish watching it. Oh, but you did watch it because it was made by fucking Fruity Tooty Patootie Tyler Perry, right? And you probably enjoyed it, but you didn't finish it. All right. The story is basically this movie reversed. My original comment will still stand either way. Taking someone's life over materialistic things isn't necessary or justifiable. You can replace money. You can't replace a life. Man, shut the fuck. Again, I wouldn't have done it, but I understand. I understand. It wasn't materialistic things. It was his quality of life. That changed his perspective at all? You call his entire life a materialistic. Again, these same women who are willing to crash out over a guy not liking them after they had sex with another dude and the guy that they like might find out, and they'll sit there and say that he's a rapist. Or these same fucking women who will sit there and cheat on a guy multiple years because some other random dude made them feel good after like fucking 12 years. Is sit here and you're gonna try to sit here and become the moral high ground? Get the fuck out of here. A nigga could not replace $1 million he made before he got arrested. The fuck are you on about? There are 1 million babies born every minute. There is not $1 million showing up every minute. I butcher a person over 50. Okay, that's insane, dog. That's insane. That was his life. It wasn't materialistic to him. It was everything he got put through since his struggle. All she did was take that away from him like it was never his to begin with. You build something up, get locked up, trust your significant other to run stuff. They take the money and everything out your name. Go make another company with your money and don't give you shit. Yeah, no wonder why y'all single mothers. Yeah, yeah. Of course, sure. See, so you just I just want to go through these specific comments right here. I just want to go through these specific comments of them getting dragged. I guess we'll go to quotes. We got quotes. Let's look at the quotes. If anyone responds like this, you would have done the same grimy shit she did. 100%, 100, 100. Simple as that. Ain't no way you gonna get rich off him and not give him shit back. She deserved everything, you stupid bald-headed hoe. So he should have just had a nice conversation on her on how he can obtain his access. I think he did. And she was just playing him in his face because some women, once they listen, there's a thin line between love and hate. When a woman decides that she wants to do you filthy, she will do a complete 180, pop shove it, and try to ruin your fucking life. She was getting off on the aspect that she ruined this man's life because, again, I'm not gonna, man, whatever. This is the type of greed God spoke about. You right, she deserved worse. She absolutely did. What did you expect when Satan is the father of your heart? The love of money is the root of all evil. She should have had done the right thing, and she still have her life. Again, she knew who the type of man she was fucking with, or she pushed a motherfucker who wasn't an asshole like that, who was just trying to do the right fucking thing. She pushed him to that point. You should have known the second you got that fucking money, girl. You should have known the second you got that fucking money. And he gave you an out. He said, give me back the money I had or whatever like that, and go about your life. He was willing to leave the woman alone. What did she do? She threw it in his face consistently, blocked him on everything, also threw the shit in his face, and was talking shit about his baby mother. Crazy.